Hi guys, so it's been a while. I apologize. I was supposed to do something after the last Steven Bomb. I got busy. And I didn't know what I was exactly gonna say. So I've got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna start with, and I'm gonna be catching up with you guys. So I'm gonna start with the season finale of Once Upon a Time, going into the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then going into this recent Steven Bomb, and then lastly, at least the Flash season finale, maybe even also the Arrow season finale, but though that one's not really a big impact. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about some stuff in between, whether it's related to it, or if it's related to me, or whatnot, and the reason why I haven't been on much. Actually, I'm going to start with that first, because it might be just easier. So, I passed all my classes, yay! I don't know if I said that in my last videos, but I got 2 B's and an A. But sadly, a retake class I was supposed to take this summer was not available until fall, so I am taking the break, a semi-break. I'm going to be working either 2 to 3 days a week at my one job, and then my 1 day a week at the other one, and then I'm going to be, for the 4 days that I have, 2 of them I'm going to be dealing with one parent or another. I am going to be doing housework and slowly working on one of my job's homework. Yes, I do have homework for a job, and which I gotta actually start doing pretty soon. I've also got to do some fixing up with this computer because before fall, especially before fall, but it's just taking more time than I expected it to. But pretty much I've got a lot of yard work to do and clean up on. I've got some housework I got to keep up on, and I got a room to clean. I am always so busy during the school year, and I never ever have time to do it, and I finally have time to do it. It's a blessing and a curse. So let's start with Guardian, or Once Upon a Time season finale. So I think they're pulling a Sleepy Hollow. It felt like we deserved a good ending. Sorry, my neck's been out of kink. But instead, we are getting one more season. I don't know why. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen, but I hope they end it after season 7. Heck, Buffy had like 8 seasons. Or 7 I think they had 7 seasons. I don't know. 7 or 8. But it's like, they need to end it. Obviously, I've already probably talked about Bones season ending, but or series ending, but we just need more. We don't need much more from Once Upon a Time. It's a very good series. I wish I had more of the series, but at least it's on Netflix. Now, it seemed like they were really hinting since the beginning, or either last season's final episode or beginning of this series, and that it felt like it was going to end, and they kind of threw us for a loop at the very end of this season finale. Now, at the beginning of the 2-parter, we saw a little girl in the Enchanted Forest, or Neverland, I don't know which, and they have to protect her from something, and Tiger Lily, the fairy, is there. Like, I was still surprised that Tiger Lily was a fairy, but it made sense too. Heck, Tinkerbell. Though I was kind of hoping we get more fairies. Maybe they might with this new season. I don't know. But it's like I was kind of hoping more for the Disney fairies. Or Pixie Hollow franchise, maybe. But like I said, they threw us for the loop that Tiger Lily was a fairy. But it seemed like they were just hinting and hinting and hinting that it was going to end. First being, that we thought, who was gonna kill Emma, which turned out to be Rumple and Belle's son. And yes, I am still shocked about all of that. But it's like, and actually this is take 2 of this whole video thing, and I'm gonna try to go into, something else I want to go into with that, who I think should come back outside of who we already found out is gonna come back. So there's 3 people, like maybe a day or 2 after, the season finale, and now I found out there's more people that are coming back. But most likely there's going to be a lot of makeup, probably because they're going to be older and all that. But pretty much when the confirmation that I felt like this should have been the last season was the musical episode. No, I did not like all of it. I liked some of it. I liked Hook's song, and I liked Zillion's song, and I liked Emma song. That was about it. 3 songs. And there was a lot more. At least with the Supergirl Flash one, I liked majority of the songs. It was so weird, but I liked it more than this. And I usually love musical episodes. But, the thing about it was that they did defeat the Black Fairy. They got, what's his name? Rumplebelson. I can't remember his name right now. I can't believe I'm forgetting. Hart back, and it seems like right now, while this story has ended, it feels they are open to whatever need to be done. There's no more battles for Emma. However, Henry is going to be facing more trials for himself. They fast forward at the end to a future time where this little girl that we see that was with Tiger Lily is on a train, and she goes to an apartment, and they come full circle because if you remember in the beginning that Emma was, how Henry found Emma, and pretty much it came full circle with Henry, where now this girl, her name is Lucy, is his daughter. Now you would think that the girl that he was dating back, that was from Camelot, is the mom, but I don't feel like that's the truth. No offense, but I think that it's going to be some other fairy tale character. I honestly think, I'm going to bet it's another fairy tale character, but we won't know who it is. Because for one thing, Henry is, even though they were both in the normal world before and they didn't know who each other was, Emma, daughter of Snow White and Prince Charming, and Neil, the son of Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, I know, Mila, yeah, but she wasn't a fairy tale character. Officially. It was Henry's parents. Henry is the daughter, or son of the savior, and I don't know what you would call Neil. But there's gotta be more to this little girl's story than, meets the eye. Now we are getting Robert Carlyle back. My parents have been teasing me that ever since the series started about my crush on Rumpelstiltskin. And I mean the gold-faced looking one. I really liked him like that, but I do like Gold with certain scenes, like the way he acts, but it's like, I just love that character and the Belle and Rumpel ship since the very beginning. But, we are also getting the Queen back, so Regina's gonna be back, obviously older. Captain Hook's been confirmed back as well, and that's about it. Those 3 characters, Queenie, Rumple, and Killian, are all gonna be back for this new season. My parents have been teasing that Rumple's gonna be walking with a walker, and he's gonna be really old. It's like, how old do you really think he is? I'm honestly contemplating about looking up the character on Wiki after I get this thing done now, because it's like I want to find out how old these characters are supposed to appear when they're in the normal world. Because can't be that old. I know he probably is physically, but it's like he can't be that old. But we're gonna be getting another season, and I hope that this will be the last season, because I just don't want it to continue where they're just running out of ideas. Now the next thing is Guardians. If you watch the comics or cartoons on Disney, that's one of the few things I watch on Disney now. They already did the Peter's dad's story, and it was completely different. He was more of a politician king than a egocentric jackass. I'm sorry, that's the only word I can say that would be appropriate. Jackass. If I say anything else, it's far higher on the bad scale of bad words. But everything that guy did was, ooh. But it was a great movie. I'll tell you that it was a great movie. Now the thing is, Ego is supposed to be a demigod. He's like God lowercase g, I think he said. There are higher gods than him, and we actually think that from an Easter egg from the movie, that Peter saw a uppercase G. Now the thing is, this is a universe, so those of you who are religious that end up watching my thing, or you know who you are, person, it's like, it's a comic book. This isn't religion. This isn't a Bible. So please don't get on my nerves with that. I'm sorry, but it's like, now I don't tolerate anything about religion when it comes to doing my videos. if or anything with ISIS and all that. It's like I am tired of everything that's been going on, and when I get to dancing season finale, I will explain why. Outside of everything that I've already said in the past since last year. But in this case, and also the fact of all the little tidbits, like I've got these books here. They've been in my library for a while, so I check them out from time to time. But this is the Marvel Universe books. There's a deluxe edition too, and these are just volumes 1 of each. There's more than one volume for this, which I still have to request out. But pretty much the biggest thing about it is that Yondu was the only original Guardian actually until this movie, when we got to see more of the Ravagers, and actually there's more Guardians, and we are probably going to be getting something with them either in the next Guardians movie or in a spin-off. Now, we also got to see Adam Warlock, which they did do in the cartoons as well. We didn't get to see any Guardians in the cartoons outside of Yondu. I'm hoping that they incorporate that into their TV thing or TV show at the moment. We are also getting a Defenders on ABC, so I'm hoping maybe they'll incorporate stuff with that, like from what the Guardians and all that, or maybe this might be before the Guardians and the Avengers and all that. But the fact that the Smallville's Lex Luthor is going to be one of the original Guardians, as well as Miley Cyrus voicing a robotic head, it's kind of unnerving. I couldn't even hear that it was, so it's like I'm trying to wait for the stupid Guardians to either go on DVD or for YouTube to finally let that little sneak peek, because they do have the Adam Warlock one. You see it on YouTube, but I've not seen the one with original Guardians, and it's like that's what I'm waiting to find so I can hear her voice again in it. But there's that, and trust me, my heart I was either laughing hard, crying hard throughout the entire movie, pretty much. Now, the next thing is Dancing with the Stars. I'm still speechless about it. Me and my grandmother's even been watching it. Obviously, I'm a Cubs fan. First, since the beginning, I've voted for David Ross. I was supposed to vote for Heather in the beginning too, but I forgot about her. But I did also Bonner, and I did one other person, I can't remember who, and then it slowly decreased. So pretty much, by the end of it, I was voting just for David. And my mom said that she heard from her coworkers that there was going to be some sort of shock or surprise in it. It turned out that the singer was going to be in third and David got second. I'm glad that he got to top 2. This is the first time we've had a baseball player, let alone it being a Cubs or a retired Cubs player, being on Dancing with the Stars. Because the baseball is pretty much almost all year. Football, you get a little bit of a break or whatnot, like during parts of after Super Bowl, pretty much you're either going back to training or you're one of the people they ask to be on Dancing with the Stars next. But I'm still shocked about it. Now, I did not like their freestyle exactly, because I thought there was going to be more of Take Me Out to the Ball Game more than It Takes Two, but I still liked it overall, and I cannot wait to find out. Now, we are getting it, I think, in August or September, so I cannot wait to find out who we're going to be getting. I think it's in September, so we've got June, July, and August. If it is in August, then we still have 3 months, but it's like I cannot wait. Let's see. And now finally the last Steven Bomb. Pretty much I did not know there was gonna be a 1-hour special on Monday for the Steven Bomb, and now they're showing it slowly throughout the week. Like there was 2 episodes on yesterday. There was 2 episodes on 1 or 2 episodes on today, and 1 or 2 episodes on tomorrow. I thought they were all going to be on Thursday. But pretty much they re-showed Stuck Together, which was actually on the following Friday, or like a day I did not expect them to air it. So I already saw that. I still don't like Aquamarine. I really wish that that's not what Aquamarines were like, because I think that's how all of them are like. Well, at least most of them, because we obviously know that there's rebels now, which I will get into in a minute. But pretty much the fact that there are gems on Homeworld that actually think like that. Think differently, but they are, because of how things are, they are forced to keep quiet. We saw this with the two topazes, pretty much. But the thing is, it's when one topaz is with the other. We don't know which topaz is the one that feels like the way they do, from what we saw. I'm sorry, I just realized my mom did not charge her computer, which is right in front of me. There we go. That's better. But it's kind of sad on how that is, but I'm gonna just say that it was an eye-opener. Then we get the rest of them. We get to see the trial, and we get to see our first new gem, Zirconian, or that gem, which I guess are lawyers. And now I thought the other one was a yellow gem. Turns out it's a green zircon. And these guys are, these chicks, I guess they still have the preference she, her, pronoun. Though it seemed like they were male. I guess I was wrong, but they are lawyers. And it just seemed interesting, especially how the blue one figured out that it couldn't have been rose quartz, because where was all her attendants, or pink diamond's attendants? I guess a pearl is like always with them. I don't know what she said, which were the guards and all that, but whatever their guards were and all that, it just seems so interesting. Now the thing is, the fact that I think all the quartzes, which were amethyst, jasper, rose quartz, are all pink diamonds. That's purple, orange, pink. Rubies, I don't know what gems, or who's their diamond or whatnot, but it seems like all the blue gems are mainly blue diamonds, all obviously the yellow ones, and I thought maybe also even the green ones, which I think at least paradox are yellow diamonds, or at least any one specific color. I think there's gems that are obviously different color or variations of colors, but they're just going with specifics. Now, the fact that they were able to this blue zircon was able to figure this out was pretty interesting, and it makes you think what actually happened, because Blue Diamond did say she was killed with a sword. She wasn't killed with that gem shattering machine that Bismuth created, but it seems like we don't know where this is going. And then the way they escaped, it was pretty, and that they found these flawed gems. There was I don't know how you pronounce his name, but she looked like a little sapphire, but a different breed of sapphire with a different name, but she was flawed because she could only, predict the present future. So she was, every time it seemed like it was so weird, like how off she was, and it actually was getting on my nerves a little. And it's like, I don't blame them now for getting annoyed with her. I'm gonna actually look this up because I don't wanna. Don't you just hate when, like, well, they stop doing that. Now it's like, they updated the picture a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Carnelian. Oh wait, that might be a different one. Okay, here we go. Zircon. Yeah, I was right on pronouncing it. And Paradasha. Oh, okay, here we go. The root tiles were two separate gems that got stuck together. There's fluorite, which is 6 different gems, and actually Rebecca Sugar said this, and it wasn't on the page, that the reason why she talks slow is because there's so many voices, because she has 6 different gems, and I'm wondering who all those gems are. And then Rondonite is a pearl and a ruby, so we know that there's definitely some different ships, and it's like, I'm wondering what color ruby or pearl that was. Now, so we finally got more gems, and it's good and everything, but now we want to know what the one gem with all the 6 gems are, what their 6 gems are. And the biggest thing of all is that we finally figured out what Lion is. Lion is a mortal creature. It probably got hurt very badly, where it was at the point of death or death, and Rose Quartz probably cried and brought it back to life. Hence, and probably gave it missions and all that. Lars just went through the same thing. He got hurt where he died, and Steven didn't realize that his tears were going to bring him back to life, but now he is pink. But because of the way he is, his hair is conjoined to Lion's hair, per se, the universe that is inside the hair. I don't know why Steven can't breathe in there, though, because it is so pretty, but at least now we know what Lion is. And now that, and Steven went back to Earth, and now we are just going to be waiting on the next episodes, because I did look it up yesterday, and there is no new episodes listed, even in the unlisted of when they are airing part. We are just either, I don't know what's going to happen next. So for that, I can't believe, maybe it's the end of the season, and we are waiting on the next one. Who knows? We are just still waiting. Now I'm not going to talk about Arrow, because I'm already at 22 minutes, but for the end of Flash, we've been expecting Iris to die. If you have not caught up, I am sorry. But we've been expecting Iris to die since Winter. The fact of the matter is that how they changed it. I thought that Savitar, and I vented a tiny bit when because we watch iZombie on the CW, and we see these little trailers, and it's like when we were watching one of the iZombie or one of whatever, we saw they were showing the trailer of what the last episode, which I just watched today, which was aired Tuesday, and or last Tuesday, I mean. And I was just like, I was calling him a jackass and whatnot. It's like my parents were saying, to knock it off. It's like, no, you do not get to tell me to knock it off after what he did. Because it's like, it just seemed like, we knew it was coming, but it still hurts. However, it turned out to be completely different. Turned out HR went to go find Iris by using the piece of the blade that they broke off of Savitar's armor, and he has technology from his other world that he uses, and he used this cloaking thing that he had come up with and he turned himself into Iris West, which automatically turned Iris into him, and we did not know we did not realize that when Savitar killed Iris in the previous episode that it was actually HR. So we lost another one. We're still down to 1. And we thought, and Savitar still was Savitar, even though Barry was trying to see if he could help him. It screwed everything up. He used the Philosopher's Stone to make it explode, and he was going to make replicas of himself, so that way he was at every single point in time. He was making Cisco fix it for him. But it turned out he made it where he made a skeleton key, so that way there was something in the prison. there was nothing in the prison though, which I will get to in a minute. And pretty much they stopped Savitar. Iris shot him, but that's because there's nothing in the prison now. Pretty much what happened was now it was Helper, the other Flash, and Wally. But in this case, I think it might not be so bad. But we don't have Barry right now. He's in the Speed Force jail that was created because they need something to keep it stabilized. And pretty much we are without Barry right now. And it's like I'm still kind of crying about it in my head because I just watched it. And it's like, why, people, why do you do this to us? But we will see what happens with the next season because they are picked up. And then the Arrow, we're just going to have to see if everyone, pretty much this guy that we've been having to deal with, Chase, I think his name is, man, he is just messed up in the head. Now, because of what he did Arrow did to his father, and how his father, he wanted to prove that Oliver was just like his father. That he sacrificed himself. First he wanted him to pretty much either kill himself, then it seemed, or admit who he really was, that he enjoyed the killing. But that's not who he really is anymore. And then he wanted Chase to kill him, Oliver to kill Chase, which he was not going to do because that would prove his point, that he was just like his father, that he was a killer. That he was just like what he's always been, a killer. But instead, Chase killed himself, and he blew up the island with everyone on it. And we are waiting to find out if we have the rest of the cast. Most likely we do, but depending on how many casualties there are. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to upload this probably today if I don't try to redo it. I've got some yard work I'm doing today because it is nice outside, but I'm hoping that it won't take me the whole entire day. So I will see you all later. I'm hoping that this summer will be interesting. We've got Fear the Walking Dead coming up. We've got Wonder Woman that's out. I probably won't be seeing it until July at most. I don't think I'm going to be seeing the next Spider-Man movie in theaters. I won't, depending on what's going on. I've got fall classes I'm going to be registering for. And all that, but I just gotta find out everything. So, without further ado, this is Sally signing off. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Comment down below if any of the related topics. Once Upon a Time, Guardians 2, Steven Universe, Flash, and whatever else I mentioned in this, what your viewpoints are on this, and I'm hoping maybe I will do another video in the future. Probably, maybe even, it might be either Steven Universe or just what's going on in my life, most likely. Bye.